bored. I just ate a Central Market. I'm tired. I'm very tired. What else? Is 15 minutes? You can give me money in person through PayPal. It's AR buscando Design School. En lo que estoy pensando, straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo, Art Shop, INTAYIVFAY. I am Tire Shop. My GoFundMe campaign is GoFundMe.com/app/Arlene-Lorenzo. Sticking to the penalty for everyone that stays in my homes without my permission. Everyone that steals my vehicles. Everyone that gets in the way of receiving money. Everyone that steals my money. Everyone that raped me while drunk. Apparently Andrew Scottis drug me tagging to go was Albert. Anthony Capizano was asquerosidad. Ew, they're my second cousins and they're disgusting. They want to mistreat me just to brag about it. They're embarrassing. They're embarrassing. So gross. Yeah. I never talk to them, they're disgusting. Supuestamente they're drug addicts, so gross. They're porn addicts and sex addicts. Very distasteful. Yeah. I don't ever want them near me. I laugh at the people that rape them, thinking that that's like my ideal husband. That's not even a man. Full. Back where I grew up around in Aguada, Puerto Rico, if people see two people smiling, people are like, oh no, they're in love with each other. We must keep them separate, or we must make them marry to each other. Dan un asco, son la gente tan asquerosa, tan puerco. There's thousands of people there in the house. I need to kill sometimes. What does one do to show up to church and kill them while they're there? If it happens to be on a day, the cura can hide is what people say. And it's just like everyone that steals from one there at church. What else? I've heard. What else? They're embarrassing their servers. They stay in my homes without my permission. They steal my vehicles. They get in the way of receiving money. They rape my crushes. They're fame seekers. So gross. Ew. They're disgusting. What else? Well, I'm financially stable. I'm just not people I do on the Where's the all the people? They were like, ¡ay, qué lindo! ¡Qué bella tu nena! For Facebook. And where's the money? Dan un asco. I suffer from amnesia, so I was adding onto Facebook when my dad warned me of this, and my mom take it to them. Then I would add the people that steal from me onto Facebook because I never think about them. They thought that it was like always stressed out, like, oh my god, where are all these hot people that steal from me? I can't measure up to be like them. They're wishful thinkers. Did you read earlier what I posted about narcissism, how disgusting they are? They're wishful thinkers. They think that, oh, if I give them sexy, se muere por estar conmigo. Se muere por estar conmigo. Huh? Those people are disgusting. They're deplorable. Ew. They're embarrassing too. Some of them are related to my parents. Ew, I haven't talked to that kind of shit for decades. Until in 2020, they talked to me through Facebook, through Messenger, through Gmail, through the contact form of my website, lorenzor.com. Se emocionan al ver un website. Da un asco, son una basura. Ew, 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 ew. They're disgusting. You can decapitate my only side of celebrate because steal my money, they get in the way of saving money. They're so embarrassing, they're so gross. They're not men and their dad is really hoping for a day where he will act like a man. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? At the expense of my health, apparently, fool. What else? I hope sub. What else? I'm tired. I am tired. Who's still saving money today? I'm gonna continue sharing my friendly favorite people through Instagram and Gmail tomorrow. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. What else? I need a vehicle or so. Look at the comedy my siblings Arlene Lorenzo that pretends that I'm a toddler. She gets in the way of me receiving money. Apparently, I did toddler exploration sexuality in orgies where my siblings were at, and they want credit for it. They want to rape me. They want to attach their sexy status to me. Huh? Ew, they're disgusting. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo. They thought that people would come and be like, "Good girl. Why don't you all get married? You're poor because, like Andrew said, you refuse to sacrifice." What else? They know that the public would comment all those fakes are them. Andrew, que lo parece, or he's that dumb, or lo cogen de pendejo, le dicen dale, create a fake account. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Or people that he paid to bully me, like Angela Jabs, Sonia Alvarado Chapman, Julie Halberdier, Mariana Daza. Esa gente da un asco. I never thought about them. I'm a permanent fixture. Like, their kids. Mariana Daza's kids know me. When I never talked about her ever in my home. I didn't even remember who she was when she was talking to me. I'm like, ¿de dónde salió este asqueroso? Oh, he wanted me to stay quiet and I'll say Andrew paid them or Andrew paid them. For people to think that people showed up to bully me. I'm like, esta brutalidad de Carolina Chavez, I've met her before. I don't remember how, I must remember. Well, I'm poor, I don't have anything else to do. Ew, she stayed in my homes without my permission, or stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money. Es una cuero asquerosa. Es una basura. Full, not even her mother. Or at least she stays out of it. You'll think, but why do I not have any money? Porque I'm seeking the death penalty for all those charges. Not just Carolina. So she has sisters, cousins galore. Que se lo mama Albert or Andrew. En mi casa, sin mi permiso. I'm seeking the death penalty for them. Cool. All the Chapmans, all those Alvarados. I'm seeking the death penalty for all the jobs, all the Dastas, all the Harvardiers. I'm seeking the death penalty for them. All the Cáceres. I'm seeking the death penalty for all those Suarez. For Don't ask. They wake up desperation. They're so gross. They kill for penis and vagina. They're embarrassing. Ew, ew, ew. They're so gross. Well, they think that dating is an American thing, so they rape. They think that they need to be hot, like the thermometer in Puerto Rico is on the island. Weather. They're stupid. They're stupid. I'm bored. Stop seeking the death penalty for el hermano de su amigo Bonilla. Who else I'm seeking the death penalty for? El hermano de Luis Chaparro. I'm seeking the death penalty for la madre de Suami Cortez. I'm seeking the death penalty for el padre de Suami Cortez. I'm seeking the death penalty for Cynthia Lorenzo. I'm seeking the death penalty for. Did they rape me when he drugged me? Oh, they recorded too. They brag about it. They fake being in a relationship with me, trying to extort money out of people. I've heard. They're like, Arlene's my girlfriend, but don't tell me. She doesn't. Ew, they're so bad. They thought that I would illegally prostitute myself to try to take Jandela on a date. Jandela who? See, I'm more famous than him doing nothing. What else? What else? Jandela possibly joining me because I has a drug problem. Oh, entonces this is where Daddy Yankee gets mad and says not every reggaetonero has a drug problem. It's just her family trying to make us all look bad. Trying to in Castellano in a stereotype like her, saying that she's a single mother that's poor when they steal from her. Anyway, so they went on to label Yandela a drug addict por cantar reggaeton. Oh, porque were they just gonna blame him for my poverty and be like, Yandel es drogadicto y Arlene está pobre? Porque they tried to get Edgar to take the blame of my death decades ago. They're like, Edgar, don't take her out of hotel. Don't give her money so she can flee. Huh? Why was there present? Listening. So I'm like, Daddy-o, Ramon Lorenzo. I'm a minor still. Can't you just file a complaint against this harasser asquerosidad? El Anthony Capizano. So decades ago, people said to me that he's like gonna be the first one to go with the death penalty. Most likely because he stalks me. I was dining, I think it was at Locho's Cafe, and he wouldn't even want to let me finish my food and was harassing me that his dick needs attention. I'm not even married to him. He and I have a home because Glorianis arranged a marriage for me with him, and he takes advantage of that. He fills it with hoes, drugs, supposedly. Yo no quiero see that. Centro de mesa made by him still. Qué talento, qué talento, qué talento. Esos son los centros de mesa que él hace en mi casa con el dinero que me roba. What else? I'm bored. I am bored. What else? So I had to like literally say, dude, chill, go away. And why did you fall for that shit? Yolanda hates you and you listen to her. He's like, tengo llagas en los mulos, a ver si me dejan de violar. Me dijeron que me deje llagas en los mulos por violar. I'm like, huh? You fell for that shit? OMG, they're gonna be talking about this for decades. Destroying you, I imagine. Good thing that I don't even talk to them. And you can't be destroyed with them because then they're just identifying themselves as racist or they would want them. What else? What else? He took me to the beach, raped me in his vehicle down to the shit stain that day, I think. Or maybe that was the other one. So knows. Or was it the same one? I can't remember. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And I had a home already with him. Then I can't stay in porque he appropriated it all. And I said to my dad, if they're homeless, I don't want them to be homeless or go without. So I said, after I get my belongings from there, and my money, and my vehicles, he can keep the house and some of the money so he doesn't go. Well, he went on to invade the home with hookers, illegal hookers and drugs right away, so that I went to my home to get my property. He's stupid, so gross. Ew, 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 ew. Just so gross. I'm bored. My sister Maria still rapes him. Supposedly. He said to me, Antonio, to him, like, ay Dios mío, lo que hablas para lloriquear, maldita sea. Nah, my sister Madeline would visit him in my home and jump on a stick and be like, so you can decapitate Madeline when necessary. She's a terrorist. Anyways, they want you to know my previous video ended because my laptop shut off on purpose. I didn't charge it. They want to be hired as strippers, illegal prostitutes. Please don't. So Jeannie's and Arlene Lorenzo Suarez is available for birthday parties, apparently. Divorce parties. She'll cause your own. She'll cause your own funeral and dance at it, possibly. What else do they want promotion for? So will Arlene Lorenzo, so will Andres Suarez, so will Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo, so will Mifra Lorenzo, so will Jennifer Mari Vasquez, so will Sarah Francis. What else? 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 If you are watching one of like this clips. What else? What else? What else? What else? Jesús Wilson Lorenzo por actividades privadas solamente. And then they fight behind the scenes and they're like, why did Jesús Wilson Lorenzo get por actividades privadas solamente no yo? Huh? Oh, ew. Ana Luz Carrero, you can hire her to dance for you at your funeral, apparently, birthday party. So can Miriam Carrero. Who else needs a promo? Kelvin Suarez. Melvin Samuel Renzo te va a bailar enseñarte la guareta. That's why they don't do their own act. What else? Who else is behind those people that steal from me? That stay in my homes without my permission, that steal my vehicles and that no voy a decir. Hay da carrera, no te lame las bolas si quieres ilegalmente, pero I don't support that. What else? I'm bored. You can decapitate everyone that steals from me, everyone that gets in the way of your saving money. You can decapitate everyone that stays in my homes without my permission. You can decapitate everyone that steals my vehicles. You can decapitate. It's May 28, 2025. I'm bored. They want credit for my toddler's exploration. Anyway. They want credit for my toddler exploration? What the fuck? When people have sex from experience, I don't think about anyone but the person I'm having sex with. So when I go on a date, very unlikely, and that's like their loss. If they think about anyone else, that person that I meet on Tinder, that I already met on Tinder or Bumble, or through life, won't be thinking about any of my siblings that were my toddler exploration. I haven't been las huellas all over my cuerpo. Ya yo me he bañado tantas veces. Pre-cáncer tengo ahora mismo under my breast. Se me ocurre una huella. No sé qué hacer. It's been so hot. I've been sweating so much. In the past few days, I have an infection under my breast. I had never gotten any of those. Full. But that just goes away with proper care. And I've been performing that. I kind of want to die. I'm never suicidal. You know, I tried to commit suicide. When I was a teenager, crying out attention, I was like, where are my BMWs? Where are my house keys? Is this documented? I was at San Carlos. I can't remember when it was overwhelmed. I was in college, no money for food. While Jennifer Marie Vasquez was driving my BMW que me robó. Y el puerco ese de Anthony Capizano le dijo a Edgar y el otro Albert, déjala que she starts para que te para un muchacho already. Huh? Who? They think they're my husbands? That's not a husband, that's a asquerosidad. Ew. They're lazy as fuck, they're opportunists. So they're basically, we're just trying to intimidate Edgar, trying to use Edgar as a scapegoat to kill me. Porque they're like, Edgar, don't take her out to a hotel, no le des dinero para comida, para que te para un muchacho already. Ew, they don't get to decide that for me. Not even Edgar decided. Both of them. I said, I'm ready. It's my body that's gonna take on the excitement of all of the weight added on and the morning sickness. And when I had Jayden, we lost a significant amount of blood. So I said, I'm gonna have to wait for a little bit for the next one. So I wanted like 2 years apart, but that was so good. So enjoyable to watch. 4 years apart. Like, I'm ready. What else? It's on my timing, not on anyone else's timing. What else? I'm so bored. I'm so bored. So you can decapitate me how many sweaters son esos sons that make me and steal my money and think no receive money. A esto se le llama poniendo la soga, ¿no? Alrededor del cuello. Esa Jennifer Marie Vasquez, asquerosidad con bucket illegal prostitute, drug addict, basura. Se cree que I'm gonna show up and be like, give me Andrew back. Or is it Albert? Or Alex? Huh? Ew, trying to puerca. You can decapitate her mother, Nidia Vasquez. Please do so like a fucking chicken. For killing Gloria Nisa, for staying in my homes without my permission, for stealing my vehicle, for getting in the way of me receiving money. Dan un asco, son una basura, son una asquerosidad. Qué tipa tan cuero asquerosa. What else? You can decapitate Fernando Vasquez también if he stays in my home without my permission. Steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, or steals my money. La novia también, si tiene una todavía, o esposa, que carajo me tiene que importar a mí. His kids, if he has any. If they stay in my homes without my permission, steal my vehicles, get in the way of me receiving money. Wilmer, if he has kids, they stay in my home without my permission, steal my vehicles, get in the way of me receiving money, steal my money, kill them. Right now. Los de Aixa también. Who else? Ew, those are rape babies. Qué asco. Fuck, gente tan puerca. Qué basura de gente. What else? I'm bored. I am bored. When I'm this bored and this poor, I seek the death penalty for people publicly. What else? I'm bored. When I'm financially stable, when my vagina is wet, I plan to travel the planet and meet people ideally from the others. I'm excited about that. Is that my vehicle? What else? I'm bored. I want to sign up for a class here at San Antonio College. It's good to be money. They're having Jayden finish his first to say, and I don't even talk to them. They are acting like if I'm Latina poor or I'm a toddler and my kid got a college degree and I didn't. I don't need one. My parents would be embarrassed if I picked up university to graduate from. It's like, yeah, please don't embarrass me. But if you want to go on to get a degree, do pick Harvard just so that we can look. Did you see that video? He's a big professor. What else do I have cities? I'm like, huh? What? I'm bored. What else? So they're gonna extort people out of money for Jayden for his graduation, and they won't ever make the money get to me or to Jayden or to Keilany when it's her turn. They're embarrassing. They extort you. Oh, like everyone on Instagram is their friend. And you're like, I've given them friendship trust that included friendship trust to give out to people, and they use it. And they use that time to torment me and be like, ha ha ha, you gave me a friendship trust to give out, and I won't give it to Arlene Lorenzo because she's prettier than me. You're like, huh? That's not what friends talk about. You need a therapist. You're narcissistic. Go away. And then they're like, malditas americanas. They eat McDonald's and label everyone on a date Y a nosotros narcissists. Y a nosotros narcissists. ¿Dónde está Arlene para ir donde ella? Oh. So they go on acquiring people fake friendship during that time that they think that they want to occupy with me? Oh, no fucking way. Ew, ew. For what purpose? No school. Do they try to force them to have kids? They have 3 kids, a boy and a girl. And call them Jayden and Keilany. Okay, I want to be able to call your kids and say, hi Jayden, hi Keilany. You should know those people that I grew up around. They're embarrassing to their siblings. Is that my vehicle? I'm sneaking to the house for thousands of people. To the FBI. I'm tired. I don't want to feel sad. I was in McDonald's. I want a homework too. I want to hike. I want to shop. I want to eat at Central Market more often because I want to chase. One day. Next time with olives too. What else? It could be the little modeling and they took the oven out or the flatbread process. Look at the bakery. There's a sign that says that the bakery hasn't been producing what it regularly produces. But I'm gonna, if that pizza doesn't come out, I may chase it and I'll stay on it that I'm bored. If they haven't, it's easy to check online or call her. And a robot something. What else do I want? What else? I want Amazon sandwiches. Or they slowly disappearing, but they don't show up in the funeral homes page. And I'm like, no. And people are like, she can't visit Puerto Rico. So that she doesn't run into anyone at a baker and says, by the way, 3/4 of your family is now gone. You did it. Lo hicimos. Go tell your daughter that you have kids. And now we did it. Que no le joden la puta vieja gente. They watch that show and they agree. A trail of madness. If I want credit for that, I want credit for that. What else? What else? No, thank you. What else? I'm bored. The bus will be here soon. What else? Random or someone that knows my despair or someone else. Either way, whatever. Or maybe I was speaking out very loud and he thought that I was asking for that too. What else? Who's gifting me money? I want Alexis RCF for myself tomorrow. Or are we playing That's My View? I'm bored. When does the bus get here? Yes, mostly everyone that I know is like narcissist. No, asquerosidad. Ella es the only person que lo coge por el culo. Dan un asco. Dan un asco. They all think that they need to be praised for the way that they get undressed like no other. What? They literally tried to take me hostage. They steal my money. They didn't know I received. Staying in my homes without my permission, stealing my vehicles, thinking that I'm gonna show videos of what they record themselves. Possibly some porn or shit. Ew. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. There's a way to ask for such requests promptly and courteously, and that's not how they ask. What else? They try also to sue one later. So they try to keep their houses, and if I share anything, they're like, well, can I just sue her for sharing what I asked her to share? Yeah, they don't understand the law either. What else? What else?
While the bus is in Bush, they're told the bus comes out and favor de permanecer sentados y sujetados de pasamanos mientras el autobús está en movimiento y hasta que este se despegue por completo.
Anyways, I've been laughing and letting him go several minutes. If she went on to create content with people, thinking that I would go on to find out what it is that she does with the money that she steals from me. Ew, she stays at my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way where you money, steals my money, rapes my purchase. Yes, cree que llevamos llorando todo el día por eso. Steal for... What else? What else? I'm bored. What else?
Constant place.
We're all laughing in group chats almost there when my family morning trying to take me to promote sexy for me having done my toasters with them jackets. They're so trying, but they're constantly like, wait, shouldn't we have done this before she had kids? There were some little kids. I don't get them ever. I don't want to get them. What else? What else? I just see people people smiling at each other. They want to separate them. That's why they call Jayden and Keilany to be separated from them. They know that I love my kids. No me voy a creer que una mujer. With her stupid skits of Andrew, just leave her with Jennifer Vasquez. So she knows how you feel about her, how you hate Jennifer Vasquez. Andrew just literally in the shower, have an erection, point to Arlene and say that her is meant for you, but if you're never available, so Arlene gets it. It's her. What the fuck is wrong with her? All of them. I was drunk and brought there. I guess. I love this. I love those boots. What? There's a funny wheel. And there was at a party and they were crossed. I'm like, no, I need to speak to the penalty for wheel time. That was her wheel was stuck. Speak with me. I didn't even remember Will. For decades, I saw Will in Poster. I joke with him about sex toys. What else? What else? Apparently, the penalty for Sarah's friend was that they stay in my home to tell my permission, steal my vehicles, get in the way of her safety. Could I have killed him all in self-defense and they would have run about him at that party? I feel so bad. It was in a part of town that I wasn't used to, and even it was like my only day off that week. It felt like, and I couldn't find an HEB nearby or Chili's for chips and salsa. So I arrived without any food that day. I felt so bad. What else? Anyways, you can decapitate the mangoes for the Florence. You can decapitate Virgin Jean. You can decapitate Sarah Francis. What else? I'm bored. All they do is take them to on their servers. And then they're in Atlantic City one summer. Saying que el no se entere, que hoy me lo vamos a cargar. No, still, I don't want to go on to my God. Or I want to get coffee there. Oh, no. I'll read the reviews on Yelp. I'm not tempted to get a puppy just to see the series. What else? There's a salon. I want to waffles for breakfast. Egg and do those people at Guadalupe Shrine Church get pestered by my family order, hoping that they kill themselves? They befriend people to befriend people. They become investors. They steal from you. They get annoyed wanting to speak like they're like, I'm just here talking to my friend. That's why I don't talk to anyone behind the scenes. I want Jennifer Marie Vasquez to kill herself today for making me jackets. No, that's disgusting. What else? I'm so tired. Let's get out of this food.
What's that? Laura's division. Laura's division.
Anyways, I plan to stay in San Antonio for a little while. It's good to get money too. I'm glad I said like that lesson that I have for lesion under my breast because I forget that I'm talking about the end stuff. That's another charge for them. Let's stay in my home to my permission. Let's steal my money to get in the way of receiving money. Let's steal my vehicle so that I get cancer. What else is this? Heading over to Thank you. Thank you. What else is very nice. Gonna sail into a continental bed. So, police officers behind me. And if I was don't just I would have been apprehended and taken to. Wow, they've gone through that shit for decades already. Those people that I grew up around. My siblings got pregnant of my crushes, thinking that I'm a toddler. To rape my crushes, to get in the way of my husband. What else? What is intelligence? That is stay there, whatever it is. I'm just kidding. JK. What else? I hate being around me, police. What else? This is an Anthony Hotel today in Bates. Who's getting the name? Ugh, I really didn't want it. Say, what is this deal? Or stays in my homes with all my permission. What else? I'm bored. What else? I'm just getting longer. What else? That's the falls. What else? I'm bored. What else? So that's a bag and that's a bag. We know how to bank. What else? What is this offer? What about online banking? Does it provide wages? What else? I swear I hate this way sometimes. Is it paranoia or he's around talking already? Oh, my subconscious, I can't you just shut the fuck up? Anybody. What else? I'm bored. What else is good for your money today?
I expect them to do that.
When does the boss get there? 21. 25. 16. I'm gonna stay at a hotel tonight and bathe and watch TV. I'm kind of walk for fun with a tissue. If you have any. What else? Or I went up to the line and lay there just to read a book. Can I bring flashlight to read? The park is open until like midnight, isn't it? What else? I'm bored. What else? Anyways, that's the bag. Do they offer candy with transaction? Even online ones. Do they offer candy with online transaction? I'm bored. Anyways, what else? Oh, yeah. What else? Who's gifting me? What else? When the strife like that, interest. The legaciest person on the planet, according to what else? You don't want to get that. My daughter loves it. It's like we put her through so much abuse. And she's like, whatever, as long as my clothes are cleanish, have no stains, I will Hallmark. Dándole la gente que tiene envidia are the people that steal my money. And then they're like, ¿qué me pongo para ir a Walmart? Porque antes I used to wear leggings, sneakers, and a t-shirt. And now I'm like, I don't know what to wear. Porque Arlene todavía se ve bien. Arlene todavía se ve bien. What else? What else? I'm bored. Who's gifting me medicine? I want to shop at Target tomorrow. Though I really want to take a rest day. Just no. Oh, if I take an Uber ride. I would be home. So I don't have to walk home. I don't want to go back to homeless shelter. It's good to give me money. So that I can pay for my electricity bills past due, food for myself. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. I miss you. Also back to the you can decapitate Jayden and Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Jayden Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. Pero porque quedó frenado mi hermano. Possibly fall. Don't they have a sibling that's a female? Y la preñó and then they dumped the baby. Porque they do that, trying to terrorize one. I heard that they were planning on having one and throwing it in China with that Alex guy. And trying to drive me crazy that that's my baby, that he wanted a baby with me. And good luck finding a blonde kid in China. What else? What sickness is that? Narcissism? That just seems like such an easy word to say. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So narcissism full. What else? And that's been happening since before there were teens. Sound like, well, you know all of it. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Sorry, my brother's. I discovered that mostly everyone in Europe is a narcissist. Full. It's like a huge pet peeve of mine. What else? What else? What else? What else? I want to kill them all in self-defense. And I can't. this over, Mom. They're wishful thinkers. They're so embarrassing. What else? Anyways, when I'm financially stable, it's not my big. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel, plan and make people ideal for their investment. I'm bored. I'm bored. What else? When I was 19, I had at least 4 BMWs. Yes, Dr. Oliver would give them away, at least one of them. Or is that his younger brother? I don't know. I may be just paranoid that one of them is around here. Then our periods sink in when I start thinking, and he starts talking out loud. What else? Would give them away to people that would suck his dick as if I have an obligation to do so. Waste all my money to date him. When he doesn't want to date me, when he was this kind. Don't rape me, don't rape me. What else? Check Facebook just like him. Check Facebook just like him.
Approaching Travis Park.
Everyone agreed here to see me alive too. After seeing that mostly everyone that I wanted to give them credit for my top explorations. All I know, my health has significantly declined in the past 5 years. Due to them staying in my life, getting in the way of receiving money, staying in my home to call my permissions, and my neighbors. You're so disgusting.
Help us keep the air on time by having. Please remain seated and hold on while the bus is in motion and until the bus comes to a complete stop. Favor de permanecer sentados y sujetados de las manos mientras el autobús está en movimiento y hasta que este se detenga por completo.
Being paranoid, I was, which one was it? Staying out of San Antonio, watch TV. So is the new elected favorite system instead of me? If I change that this decade, they go on in favor and say, don't give Arlene money, she refuses to have sex with us. Give the money to Jayden and Keilany. And you play with that is your sister. No one wants to go. They traffic humans into getting the money to export the government payers. And they go on parading Jayden and Keilany as if they're their niece and nephew. For some reason. You just my dad more. It's like you don't know the time that we got to dinner to watch this week. Then one for the years, which is really good. Totally the satisfaction. They stolen my home, they stolen my vehicles, they stole my money. They better know where you're saving money. Because they want me to put it out there, but not like I'm mocking them that they did my toddler exploration possibly with them. They thought that I was going to put in an ad with myself included and possibly Jayden and Keilany. Hey, if you want group sex with them, let me know. That's what it's in 2020. I'm like, no, you're still not. What? What's Everyone that steals my money, everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money, everyone that steals my vehicles. Everyone that thinks that I'm gonna cry because they raped them, they're malaves. Huh? Someday cool. Someday suddenly they was so busy pursuing people who were cooking for him before I was even born. And I didn't like it that he drugged me and allowed people to rape me, so he's not mentally stable. What else? And what else is and travel what else? I'm more long of that. I can't cut my nails even again. That's why I don't have energy to clean my apartment full. It's been thinking that they clean for me. Do they keep the cycle of if he was Does he pay their legal costs just as if they're stopped, even though the FBI knows very clearly that they're not stopped? He has someone on payroll supposed to staying in my apartment here in San Antonio that I live in, and I'm showing videos live of how I don't have anyone cleaning it, and I don't want to hire anyone, and I can't clean it myself, and he's ignoring the live videos. Or I don't like that. I don't like that stupid idiot hiring people. And I was does he cry? Oh, does it want to see? What else? I think it wants to be dead before we can want my generation. Arlene Lorenzo instead of people, they pretend that I'm a toddler, illiterate. Because the last time that I was on a so I was the toddler. Your son is should have feel very proud of someone. I wonder how Puerto Rico has adapted to passion. Like walking to a bakery or this is or they charge extra. Have you noticed? They're like, if it's cash, there's no charge. But if you use that money that you cobran la electricidad, you have to pay what charges me to use that shit. They don't take them to operating costs and are allowing for the success or allow for everyone to pay as if they're paying with a card, even if they pay cash, and then they get compensated. What if that one was like they could pick the higher price and make everyone suffer?
Approaching new
It's also really so. It doesn't ruin my day. I still go out and I just seriously want to live at a tip. Like I'm just starving. That you have to go at it on to the customer. Like, si no fuera por su chiquito, podía dar. Yo no voy a estar máquina aquí con Have you heard of those? It's a restaurant, but one goes on to when the door steps down. But we're also worse with the gas station. And we have an ATM there and we charges you $10 for the transaction. What else? What else? Maybe we talk about the dog stuff for decades, but I never think about that. Why? What else? How long does that last? Well, my parents are like, they still they don't have faith to like accidentally smelling it. They está ahí. They don't dance when they do it. Smelling that thing all day long. Until it gets high.
Require special accommodations made through the front door. Y las personas con una discapacidad que requieren acomodaciones especiales pueden salir a través de la puerta principal.
I already know that trick and I'm using it. She possibly doesn't have a market degree, so she's lying. And it's not like that cute. It was a lie. When you ask me if you want to terrorize one, it's a lie. That gets considered important. It's like her trying to possibly. No, it's all the dark. And then she can wait for me. Sorry. Thank you. You too. What else? So are we all happy? Bye, say please. And good night. From now on, just kidding. What else? That mostly everyone in my family of origin tried to take me hostage. Steals my money. That's a lovely sight. Stays in my homes without my permission. Steals my vehicles to get credit for my toddler exploration. What else? What else? What else? Oh, it's like they're connected to each other. Oh, cute. What else? I'm so anyways, it only took me 5 years to remember them. Like I never think about that. They're constantly hyping up people on Facebook. She's like, my sugar. I steal her without permission. And I steal her money. They all end up confessing somehow. I heard. They're not dumb. What? For the fireworks. If this were a celebration. Ew, 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 ew. These are people who don't age for decades. Fool. They want to pimp themselves illegally through my Facebook profile as if they weren't already. What else? When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel abroad and meet people. It's illegally investment. I'm excited. I need a dental care visit. It's like so easy to just get my what else? What else? That I suspected trying to lure me into conversation. They even killed gladiators. Yeah. Beatriz Diana sent me $50 through Facebook. I mean, through Facebook. Trying to have a conversation with. Trying to get me to illegally prostitute myself. Trying to belittle me that I'm a single mother without money. Well, ella le abre la pata a Andrew Pablo, Álvaro Basura, Quirosidad, Richie, Jorge Avilés. Y me roba mi dinero. Y se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso. Y me roba mis películas. Y se cree porque tiene un interior design degree. Una no la va a reportar como una caca basura que es. Y el pendejo vete Beatriz de Basualha se tipo una puerca. She is an embarrassment. Her mother, jackets of family developers, sent her, don't do it, don't kill her, yourself for that stupidity. We're gonna have to seek the defense for you. Arlene no te va a hacer caso nunca. Y ellos hacen como si se arrodillaran y le rezaran a santos. De que por fin yo le agarré las patas. I'm not kidding you, people. They're sick. No one is ever flat. No one is smart. There's possibly kids listening that they're confused because they confuse you on purpose. I shouldn't be gloating about that type of attention. That's harassment towards me. What else? What else? I'm bored. Red means stop. Green means go. Yellow means slow down. Anyways, I want to be a go for myself tomorrow and I don't want to ever. What else? What else? What else? What else? Who's gifting me money today? Who's gifting me money today? Tired. And I want TV. And or at least I hold a subscription to watch sitcom on NBC. Episode of SNL. What else? What else? You can't negate this other one. If there was NBC in the home that you grew up in, there's NBC in the home that you grew up in. Like the guy from his house was like, I don't want that shit ever near me. It's like it's set up for not having cable. If that's what you want, or Hulu. If not, it's like, dude, then we're about. So those people that are like, que no se enteren que yo tenía cable, que no se enteren que no tengo chef, que no se enteren que manejé. Like, it's without meeting people, like, they're disqualified from breaking. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. I'm so bored. This place is nice. I want to see at the pool. I wish the maintenance was more consistent with the upkeep of the hallways, the elevator. What else? What else? I'm bored. I want to see them. What else? Yes, Jayden is Keilany. I want to take Jayden and Keilany out to dinner in Florida next week. Who's gifting me money? You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo that's trying to turn me into an illegal prostitute. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo that's trying to turn me into an illegal prostitute. You can decapitate Jayden and that's trying to turn me into an illegal prostitute. They're disgusting. They're not siblings. People decades ago studied them in their relationships. What? I don't have electricity in my apartment. And they've been scamming people for how many years? Collecting money for their sibling. And they don't ever give me the money. I stitched this mess here. What else? I hate this. Oh, you can decapitate. They have me sweaters and sons. That rape me is stealing money, they get in the way of receiving money. So that my apartment is in this shape. So that they take videos that they're like, Carlos Ponces de las Marías, de las Hurtas, de las Puertas, del esclavo que yo tenía. Don't date Arlene. She's a slave. Fuck me. El tipo un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. Ew. Ew, he's in bigger sizes. They're disgusting. I was selling the Hot Wheel for $3 million today. Who's gifting me money? What else? What else? So that's what they do. They're like, dale, Jennifer, take a screenshot of toda esa basura. Y dile a Carlos de la Guareta de tu madre que no está muerta todavía. Que no se hayan citado con Arlene nunca. What else? What else? Ew, that one was cool. That was cool. They're disgusting. They don't understand orgies. They don't understand dating. They don't understand Catholicism. They want to say that because I didn't take them on a date and my parents were Catholic, that they have to kill me because that must mean that I'm a whore. I'm no more. I won't ever be. It's being disgusting. He's a whiner that cries at his daddy and his mommy. He used to give me praise at least once. While I was a president and he didn't like it. So he vowed to destroy me financially so that laugh at me for being poor. As if people laugh at people for being poor. Only my family awarded their Buckets Association of Kerosena. They laugh at people for being poor. What else is I'm bored. I am bored. What else? Like Andrés Suárez es un pendejo, Albert Suárez es un pendejo, el Anthony Capizano es un pendejo. I'm eating this dark chocolate. I don't like it the other day. And Alex is un pendejo que does what he didn't say that he used to do. What else? I'm bored. I want Ginny and the lady Lorenzo to kill herself today. Did she rape me while he drug me? And he thinks that I'm gonna take him out on a date? Did she show the videos to Jayden and Keilany? I heard they do that. Gaslighting people. And the kids understand when they're being gaslighted, or there's people around them that messaging that it is normal, she should be in my comio. She should have gotten the death penalty before you were born. She has an unhealthy obsession with her mom. She was a straddler that your grandparents took care of decades ago that tries to become your mom because she has no self-respect, no self-worth. What else? She's stupid if she thinks that my kids are gonna give me that report. They may eventually, like over dinner, they'll be like, "Oh my god, mom, you missed out." Well, we talk about that. There's so many weird people that try to talk to us. Like, I think Yolanda's kids went through that. Maybe Jacqueline's kids. With psycho people. Asquerosidad. Possibly some relatives of her that she admires for being rapists, murders, and things. Sometimes they pick some I think is wealthy and happy and sales y todo le va bien porque she never goes to jail. And they go on saying that's how I want to be. A rapist, murderer, thief. They don't go to jail because they're not rehabilitable. And they want to infiltrate the jails to perturbarle la paz a la gente que está en la cárcel. They're embarrassing. Those people that I grew up around. You can decapitate Dennis Joel Hernandez. That bullied me through Facebook in 2020. Who else? Who else? Who else? They're disgusting. Let's see, you know what? Esa ainda é um asco. I never think about it. Did they think that I thought about them? And they talk about me as if she exists in my life. Ew, they're that gross still. Oh, they're embarrassing. They wanted to do a surprise. We all know each other. Nice to see you. We never posted any pictures of us together on our Facebook, or we blocked you. Look, we blocked you from this one when we're all together. They don't know how to gauge intelligence. They're stupid. They're stupid. They think that I care about them. They're so gross. Did you read the description of narcissism that I looked up earlier? They're disgusting. They're disgusting. So gross. Ew, 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 ew. What else? What else? What else? According to Jayden and Lorenzo's website, she has wasted the past 40-something years old. Stalking me? Possibly. Ew, ew, ew. I laugh in 2020. I'm like, deja que ella se dé cuenta that I never think about her. That I never talk about her with anyone. That I only bring her up for the police to know about it, but I don't even get upset if she doesn't get arrested because she doesn't want rehabilitation. And she wants to just literally podrirle la vida a la gente en la corte, en la cárcel. So people like that are left out and about, and they think that they're so powerful because they're not in jail. Huh? Ew, ew, ew. Da un asco. Trying to rape me. What else? What else? What else? Trying to show me videos of if they rape me. She wants me to not be dateable. She wants me to say, guys, I'll never love again. I'll let that to you all. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. Who's gifting me money today? What else? What else? What else? What else? Ew, she had Jander drug me and gift me to her decades ago. Who? She's just a straggler that my parents had around me very little times in orgies. Then I stopped attending because she doesn't even understand what an orgy is. She doesn't know how to behave. She's so gross. What else? What else? What else? And then after that, I had sex with her brother, so I saw her like a few more times. And while I was doing that, her parents and my parents were like, can you teach her how to be a lady? What else? 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 Her dad suggested to her that she should kill herself when I was like 9 or 10. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. She was trying to get me to commit suicide. That's why she tried to lure me in with that Jayden Lorenzo profile. What else? She wants to show me pictures and videos in her calendar of how many times she's raped my crushes. She stalks me and then she wants to say to my crushes, I'm better, Arlene. Fuck me instead. Huh? Ew, she's a sex addict, rapist, murderer, thief, and porn addict. Ew, they're disgusting. They're disgusting. Doesn't know how important self-love is. Ew, they attend orgies to separate people. Da un asco todavía. Ew, they're embarrassing. Ew, 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 ew. Es una puerca asquerosa. You can decapitate Yandel Malave. Me acordé de Yandel. If he drug me on purpose, if he stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my money or steals my property or hires people illegally to misrepresent me, you can decapitate Jayden and Keilany son esos suares que es un asco. I'm supposed to kill Jayden and Keilany son esos suares in self-defense. I'd rather be reading a book right now if I had electricity in my apartment. My dad is gauging for the FBI to see that not even without electricity in my apartment, I'll get my cojones fixed. Find a way, but I could sell my mattress and get a plane ticket to Puerto Rico or wherever that Jayden and Keilany son esos suares at, and kill her in self-defense for myself. For stealing from me, for staying in my homes without my permission, for stealing my vehicles, for getting in the way of me receiving money. She's disgusting. She rapes my crushes. Ew, ew, ew. She raped someone that I liked when I was 3. Though it didn't work out because he isn't a man. But she got on top of him at 4 years old, I think, and started screaming as I was walking away. I win, Win at what? He could have been available the next week to see me or the next day. Win at what? She threw a fit decades ago as a teen that Albert couldn't have a home with me. Because the word marriage was thrown around her, literally thrown around her because she wasn't even invited to that party. Yolanda said, who wants to marry this? And pointed at her. Well, I was planning my own shindig with Anthony Campizano guy and Alberto Suarez, if that's his name. What else? What else? I got interrupted by Yolanda entering the room and saying to everyone in the room who wants to marry this. And so a lot of people walked up to her. So years later, she's like, he can't have a home with her. El Anthony Campizano ese. I was the one that was proposed to marriage. She has to be the slut. Ay, ella no puede meter el culo en la esquina de la calle and mistreat her. I'm the wife. She doesn't understand polyamory. She's stupid. She's disgusting. Es una bruta asquerosa. Ew. I've never pursued those dicks. They're disgusting. The fact that they just entertain her thoughts and listen to her makes them not men. Gloria Nilsson said it to him. to the Albert guy. Dude, you're not even a man. Based on how I rolled my eyes at, like, ew, he's entertaining the idea of having a relationship with that Kerosidad Jayden and Lorenzo Suarez. That's not a man. So Gloria Nirsa said to him, you have a lot to grow up, apparently, because you can't grow up like right now. So if you see Arlene casually por ahí, you can have casual sex with her. So he steals my money and gets in the way of me receiving money. He gets in the way of me receiving money. So I can't have casual sex with whoever I want. While he didn't even like get to know me and asked me out on a date with my own money, so I'm not even impressed. Two, San Antonio to stay on the Best Western. Like, I don't even know this guy's name. They're so abusive. And they're always with the wrong people, I've heard. Then I said no. He showed up a week later. I'm like, maybe he's gonna make the effort. He's like, so llevé a Ginny Gendaliris al Best Western, comí con ella en la boulangerie con el dinero que se supone que use para date you. Ja, 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 ja. También llevé a Joana Vargas. ¿Ah? El tipo es un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. Dame un asco esos nene. Esa tipa es una puerca asquerosa. You can decapitate Joana Vargas, you can decapitate Jimmy Jandaliri, Lorenzo Suárez. Esos son una bruta asquerosidad. Dame un asco, ese nene no es un hombre, es una basura. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people, ideally polyamorous men. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo's sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money, that steal my homes, that steal my vehicles. I think their names are Albert, Andrew, Alex, Basura, Beach. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm only serious inquiries only, no fucking pendejo asqueroso. That is with someone that tolerates that he uses drugs just because he's handsome. Or he's gonna take them to the red carpet. Wow. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people ideally polyamorous men. I'm excited about that. I'm excited. Who's gifting me money today? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah. These are people of adult age and they still behave that grossly. Oh. And they mention me like every day, all day. For what purpose? I never think about them. I didn't even remember those Suarez kids' names. Ever. I know nothing about their lives. Ever. I didn't even know what they looked like as an adult. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? When I've seen them or about, I've ignored them. That hasn't been that many times. My siblings possibly would tell them when they would know where I was gonna be at, and they would show up. Like after, when Jayden turned 2, when Keilany turned 2, trying to take me hostage. Ew. They don't put in an effort and then they want to do a switcheroo. Llegó tu maridito, llegó tu marido a buscarte. Oh. Did he show up to a Catholic wedding one day? Is that today would have been the day that I would have married Arlene without me being present, without me having ever agreed to that. What else? 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 They're stupid. They're stupid. Anyways, how many babies did my siblings, Evelyn, Lorenzo Soto, Marilyn Lorenzo Soto, and Junior Lorenzo Soto, give them, pretending to be me? Because they want to pretend that I'm a toddler, that I don't need a vehicle, that I don't need a home. Because that was the last time around that Gloria herself stopped taking me to orgies unless they drugged me afterwards. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? They still don't know what an orgy is. So I'm like, I don't enjoy this. These people are gross. Ew. There's handsome. There's confused. Oh, that's why handsome claims first dibs of something that has no substance, isn't it? Decades ago. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Five confuses confused. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. I remember proposing supposedly when I was a toddler. So guys, what is laundry? Like I was said to, if you want marriage, you need to know what laundry is. To get hires out. It's shared responsibility. One person at home does it, but then someone else mows them home. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So I walked up to them and said, guys, what is laundry? They went on to say to people, Arlene is doing her laundry. And my parents were outraged, supposedly, with, like, you're not taking advantage of my time. So we got in an argument with my dad, and my dad's like, dude, my apologies. I'm just saying, don't hurt my daughters, and I'm gonna hurt your daughter so badly. Wow, just wow, not a man, not even, what else? What else? What else? I wasn't even part of the conversation, as I said decades ago. And it's called respect. So I you do that, yeah. You try to take advantage of them. Your first thought is so polite, so eloquent, and then you're like, why should I even have to treat these people this way? It's called respect, and I have to like say it and explain it and draw them a map that is called respect. So I'm like, I wasn't even a part of the conversation. Because they're embarrassing that one needs to spell it out to them that it's called respect. So I'm like, no, that's like too fancy for you. You wouldn't get it. With that attitude. What else? What else? What else? What else? That was the dumbest thing ever. that I've seen happen. What else? That was decades ago. That was decades. So about to hurt me in here. Starving without money for food. The thought of trusting in my apartment without money. I thought my mom that he killed in isolation. For her, she was not taking a long term. Without talking to my dad, but what am I going to talk about him? About overwhelm? I don't want to. I don't talk about overwhelm ever. With anyone. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Después el otro día, I wish you hadn't been in that room. I'm gonna take you out dancing. I suffer from amnesia. I went and said that in front of Jayden and the ladies one day. Oh, the guy said he's gonna take me dancing. She went on and threw a fit. Just dancing, yes, that's what I don't kill it too. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? La tipa da asco, es una basura, una asquerosidad. Ew. She stays in my homes without my permission. She steals my vehicle, steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money so I can't date. She's embarrassing. She's so gross. She stalks me. I don't even want to go on to find out how much of my life she's found out, like possibly down to her size the panty by befriending people at Victoria's Secret and be like, what size did she check out? Or can you zoom in the camera so I can see what size she picked? She's creepy. She's disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Anyways, congratulations to Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo's sons on her arranged marriage decades ago. To Genius and the lady Lorenzo Suarez, she's the sure thing orgasm. One of them said she has more money than me because they steal from me. She had her own room, had her own wardrobe, is older than me. What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Junior Generality Lorenzo Suarez. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo's sons. That raped me. That's the only money they get in the way of receiving money. It's May 28, 2025. Esa tipa una puerca asquerosa. Full, full, full. She tried to lure me in privately, trying to rape me, trying to show me how she rapes my crushes. Supuestamente Jandarma's mom decades ago said you need to kill her in self-defense. You need to seek the death penalty for her. I'll be seeking the death penalty for her. Porque she had been raping Jander. Trying to compete with me is something that I don't want. What else? What else? What else? What else? They get fixated at orgies back then. That was decades ago. And if they see two people smiling, they're like, we must separate them before they fall in love. Or mine. So I can be like, They want an argument. They're disgusting. These are people of adult age for decades already. I don't argue. She steals my money. She stays in my homes without my permission. She steals my vehicles. And then went on to brag that she rapes mujeres and racial no. What else? Anyways, I'm gonna read a book tomorrow when the FBI to kill Jayden and Keilany on sus clones. I don't want to get my hands dirty. I don't want to see her face. She's so ugly. I don't want to touch her. She's possibly raped me. Before, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? When one of those basuras drugged me. What else? What else? What else? Because they're stupid. They're like, if you don't pursue me, then I'm just gonna rape you. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. They're with the lowest of the low. Ew. And they're like, well, that's how I'm gonna treat you, and then I'm gonna take the load on them of the little dancing and dining so the police doesn't put me in jail for getting raped and raping them. They're disgusting. Anyways, I'm ending this live. My phone's battery is like at 5%. I'm gonna browse Facebook if I want to. What else? What else? What else? I'm talking to FBI in this post, NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States, the International Criminal Court, the U.S. Army, maybe the U.S. Marines. I'm bored. What else? What else? What else? What else?